Welcome dear students. In last lecture we completed practice set 4.3. I hope everyone understood each sum from that. Now we have to start with new topic, that is theorem on equal ratio. Dear student, this theorem is also important. See dear student, theorem is given, theorem on equal ratios. That means if two ratios are equal, then we have to apply this theorem. It means if given ratios are equal, then what? See here dear student, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, that means these two ratios are equal, then A upon B equal to A plus C upon B plus D equal to C upon D. That means in simple language we can say that if these two ratios are equal, then if we make the addition of that two ratios, we will get another ratio, and that ratio, new ratio, is also equal to the previous ratios or the original ratios. Just by giving one example, we can see that C it is 2 upon 5 is equal to 4 upon 10. That means these two ratios are equal. Dear student, if these two ratios are equal, yes, it is 2 upon 5. If we simplify this, we will get here 2 upon 5. Then if we do the addition of this, that is 2 plus 4 upon 5 plus 10. Dear student, we get here 6 upon 15. Got it? Now, dear student, can we simplify this? See dear student, these two ratios are equal. We make the addition of that. After addition, we will get another ratio. It is 6 upon 15. Dear student, if we simplify this, it is 3 2s and 3 5s. That means these ratios 2 upon 5 upon 4 upon 10, and after addition we get 6 upon 15. All these three ratios are equal. This is the concept of this theorem on equal ratios. See dear student, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, these two ratios are equal, then the another ratio of addition A plus C upon B plus D, this ratio is equal to the original ratio. Now dear student, we understood this by this simple example. Now see how to prove mathematically. To prove this mathematically, we can write here, see dear student, this A upon B is equal to C upon D, it is given. That we have to assume that is K. This is statement number first. After that, see dear student, here A upon B is equal to C upon D. Then if we take A upon B is equal to K, then by cross multiplication we get the value of A is equal to BK. Isn't it? Yes. Therefore, dear student, we got here A is equal to BK. Similarly, C upon D is equal to also K upon 1. Therefore, we get here C is equal to DK. Isn't it? Therefore, we write here C is equal to DK. Now, dear student, see this ratio, that is A plus C upon B plus D is equal to A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to K. From this we get A is equal to BK and C is equal to DK. I think everyone understood this step. Now dear student, we have to take this ratio, that is A plus C upon B plus D is equal to. Now dear student, see A means, what is the value of A is BK plus C is DK. Then dear student, this B plus D as it is. Now in this case, from this we can take out K as a common, and we get here B plus D upon this B plus D as it is. Therefore dear student, this B plus D and this B plus D get cancelled. We get here K. Therefore A plus C upon B plus D is also equal to K. This is statement number second. Now observe the statement first and second. This A upon B is equal to C upon D is K. A plus C upon B plus D is also equal to K. Therefore, from first and second, we say that A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to A plus C upon B plus D. Got it, dear student? This theorem is known as a theorem on equal ratios or theorem of equal ratio. Here, if two ratios are equal, if the given ratios are equal, then if we do the addition of that two, then we get the another ratio, and that ratio is equal to the original ratio. That means all that three ratios, all the ratios will be the equal. This ratio or this property is called as a theorem of equal ratio. Now, dear student, by using this theorem on equal ratio, we have to solve the practice set 4.4. Some questions from practice set 4.4 today we have to solve. Dear student, see, we have to start with practice set 4.4. Question number first one is given. In that, filling the blank of the following. Two sub questions are given. See here, first question is given, x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y, and here filling the blanks is there. Then 7x minus 9y, and here we have to fill up. See, dear student, first of all we have to observe x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3. These two ratios are given. After that, here 3x, this ratio is also equal, that is 3x plus 5y upon, we have to write here the pillars. Now see, dear student, x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y. That means, dear student, here this x is multiplied with 3 and this y is multiplied with 5, and there after that there is a application of theorem on equal ratio. Therefore, see, dear student, here it is x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3 into x plus 5 into y. Similarly, here also we have to multiply this 7 with 3 into 7 plus this y is multiplied with 5. Therefore, this 3 is also multiplied with 5. Therefore, dear student, we got here 3 into x, it is 3x plus 5y. Then here it is 7 3s are 21 plus 5 3s are 15. Now, dear student, 3x plus 5y upon 21 plus 15, it is 36. Therefore, in this bracket there will be 36. Therefore, we got here, dear students, x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y upon 36. Now see, second one. Here it is x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 equal to 7x minus 9y. That we have to write. Therefore, we write here x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 7x minus 9y, and here we have to fill up. Now, observe this ratio. Here it is x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to, this x is multiplied with 7, therefore 7 into x, minus this y is multiplied with 9, therefore 9 into y, divided by, same way what we have to do, we have to multiply this 7 with 7, therefore 7 into 7, minus this 3 we have to multiply with 9. Now, dear student, 7 into x, it is 7x, minus 9 into y, it is 9y, and divided by 7 into 7, it is 49, minus 9 3s are 27. Now, dear student, 7x minus 9y upon 49 minus 27 is equal to 22. Therefore, dear student, we got here x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 7x minus 9y upon 22. In this way, we completed the fill-ups. Now see here, we have to write the final answer. Therefore, x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3 is equal to 3x plus 5y upon 36 is equal to 7x minus 9y upon 22. Got it? Very simple. First of all, we have to observe, see here, addition is there, therefore we can write here theorem on equal ratio. First of all, we have to identify how this 3x is there. That means this x is multiplied with 3 and this, therefore we multiply this 7 with this 3. That is, if we divide and multiply by same number, then the ratio will remain same. Here also it is 7x, that means is multiplied with 7. Here also we have to multiply 7. This y is multiplied with 9 and this 3 is multiplied with 9. In this way we completed the first question. Now we have to start with the second one. Dear student, now we have to continue the second one. See dear students, a upon 3 equal to b upon 4 equal to c upon 7 is equal to a minus 2b plus 3c upon Phillips equal to 6 minus 8 plus 14. Now dear students, see, in the previous sum 2 ratios was equal. Now here 3 ratios are equal, that is given. Therefore, first of all we have to write a upon 3 equal to b upon 4 equal to c upon 7 is equal to a minus 2b plus 3c, and we have to find out here. For that purpose, see, observe dear student, here a upon 3, this a as it is there, then this b is multiplied with this 2 and c is multiplied with 3. Now same thing we have to apply, that is a minus 2b plus 3c. Then here 3 as it is minus this 4 is multiplied with 2 plus this 7 is multiplied with 3. Isn't it? Very simple. Just you have to observe, we are doing subtraction and this addition. Here we have to write theorem on equal ratio. Now see dear student, a minus 2b plus 3c, and here do the simplification. This is 3 minus 8 plus 21. And dear student, here it is a minus 2b plus 3c, and here 16. If we simplify this, we will get here 16, and therefore the final answer is 16. Here we have to write a upon 3 is equal to b upon 4 equal to c upon 7 is equal to a minus 2b plus 3c upon 16. Dear student, very simple and very interesting. Now see the last one. What is given? If a upon 3 is equal to b upon 4 is equal to c upon 7 is equal to, here we have to write, and what is given? 6 minus 8 plus 14. Now dear student, observe this carefully. This a upon 3, see, a upon 3, here it is 6, that means this 3 is multiplied with 2. Similarly, this 4 is also multiplied with 2 for getting 8, and this 14 is also multiplied with, for getting this 14, this 7 is multiplied with 2. Therefore, similarly, we have to write 2 into a, then here 2 into 3 minus, here it is 2 into b minus 2 into 4 plus, here it is 2 into c plus 2 into 7. Now do the simplification. Dear student, it is 2a minus, it is 2b plus 2c upon 3 2 are 6 minus 8 plus 14. Therefore, dear student, a upon 3 is equal to b upon 4 is equal to c upon 7 is equal to 2a minus 2b plus 2c upon 6 minus 8 plus 14. Now dear student, we have to write the final answer. A upon 3 is equal to b upon 4 is equal to c upon 7 is equal to a minus 2b plus 3c upon 16 is equal to 2a minus 2b plus 2c divided by 6 minus 8 plus 14. In this way, dear student, we completed the second question from the first. Now we have to start with the second one, that is important one. See dear students, now we have to start with the second question. It is if 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n, then we have to find out the values of these two expressions. First one is m square plus n square upon m square minus n square and 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n. Dear students, see, first of all we have to find out the value of this expression. If you remember, in the previous lecture we learned properties on equal ratios, and here which property is used? Yes, it is componendo dividendo. On which ratio? See dear student, it is m square plus n square upon m square minus n square. Here componendo dividendo is applied, but on which ratio? It is on m square upon n square. That means for getting this we must know m square upon n square. For getting this we required m upon n. That is, the ratio m upon n is not given. Therefore, from the given information, try to find out m upon n, and then we can solve. Now see dear student, what is given? It is 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n. This is given. This is given. Now see dear student, we required m upon n. For that purpose, see, similar term we have to take together 5m. This 3n comes on this side, it becomes minus 3m is equal to 4n, and this minus n goes on that side, it becomes plus n. Now dear students, see here 5m minus 3m, it is 2m is equal to 5n. Now see dear student, this n we have to take on this side, it get divided, and this two also get divided. Therefore m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2. Got it? Very simple. We just simplify this and we get the ratio m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2. Now for getting this, what we have to do? We have to taking the square of both sides. Therefore by squaring both sides, what we will get? Here it is m square upon n square is equal to 25 upon 4. Square of 5 is 25 and square of 2 is 4. Now we require this, and for that purpose what? By componendo dividendo. Here we have to apply componendo dividendo. Now see dear student, m square plus n square upon m square minus n square is equal to 25 plus 4 and 25 minus 4. Now dear student, m square plus n square upon m square minus n square is equal to 25 plus 4, it is 29, and 25 minus 4, it is dear student, 21. In this way, we find out the value of this n square plus n square upon m square minus n square is equal to 29 upon 21. I think everyone understood this. It is very easy and very simple. Now dear student, see, we have to find out the value of another expression, that is 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n. As we previously thought, similarly we have to think here also. Which property is applied here? Dear student, it is componendo dividendo. But on which ratio? It is on 3m upon 4n. It is 3m upon 4n. Dear student, for getting this, we required 3m upon 4n, and for that purpose we required m upon n. Now dear student, m upon n already we have find out here. Therefore directly we can write m upon n is equal to 5 upon 2. We have already find out that. Now see, we required 3m upon 4n. That means we have to multiply these two both ratio by 3 upon 4. Therefore multiply by 3 upon 4. See dear student, we have to multiply by 3 upon 4. Therefore 3 upon 4 into m upon n is equal to 3 upon 4 into 5 upon 2. Therefore 3m upon 4n is equal to 15 upon 8. Now dear student, see, we got 3m upon 4n, we require this, and for that we have to apply by, yes, componendo dividendo. And dear student, we can write here 3m minus 4n upon 3m, see dear student, 3m plus 4n and 3m minus 4n is equal to 15 plus 8 upon 15 minus 8. Now see dear student, 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n, it is 23, and here it is 7. Got it? Therefore dear student, we got the values of 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n is 23 upon 7. In this way, by using componendo dividendo property, we completed the second question. Dear student, the remaining sum we will complete in next video. Thank you.